Hi there, so I wanted to share with you a quick tip for sharing documents easily with large groups of students. So chances are, if you're like most secondary teachers, you actually have multiple groups of students that you work with, a first period, second period, third period, and so on. So one thing that you can do that will make things a little bit easier is in your contacts, what you probably want to do is go ahead and set up a new group for each of those groups of students. And the way you do that is under your contacts on the left, you'll see new group. So go ahead and click on new group. And when that opens up, you'll give it a name. So I'm just going to make first period. So I have first period. And I'm going to say first period life science, because that'll kind of help me just stay organized with what each class is. So I have first period life science. If I click OK, that group has been made and it shows up here on the left under my contacts. Now what I can do if I click on that group is I see it's currently empty. But I can go ahead and add users. So I can go ahead and add them by email address. So let's say, for instance, that Jared Austin was in my first period class. I can go ahead and type in his email address and add him. And now he's been added. I could then add the next student. So at Thomas Charter. So I can go through the process of adding each of my students. And actually, if you have the email addresses like already on something else that you can copy and paste from, you can add them in sort of en masse. So for each of your groups, you kind of go through the trouble of adding them, but here's the great thing. You only add them once. So let's say, for example, I'm planning on using Google Docs with my students quite a bit. What I can do is I can make the sharing process a lot more easy by going ahead and creating a folder. So I'm going to go ahead and create a folder and give it the same name. So first period life science. So I click create. And so here's my life science folder. If I hover over the folder, there's a little triangle that's pointing down. If I click on that triangle, I can go to share and then share again. And now what I can do is down here in the bottom where it says add people, I can start typing in first period. And look, it pops up and it automatically puts in their email addresses. If I click share and save, it's actually even going to send them an email that this folder has been shared with them. But for the meantime, I'm just going to hit cancel because I actually don't want to share this folder. But with your students, you would want to hit share and save so they can get it. So I'm just hitting cancel. But here's the great thing about this is, so now you have this folder showing up in your drive. Let's say you make a new document and you want to share that with all of the students in first period class. All you have to do is grab that document, drop it on top of that folder. Now if you click on that folder, all the students in the class have access to that particular document. So it's kind of a handy way to share documents really quickly with your class. You go through the challenge of putting all of their email addresses in once by putting it in a group in contacts. But once you have that set up, you can then automatically share any document or any folder with a group of students. Similarly, you can go into your mail, and if you want to send a quick note to first period, all you have to do is go into your mail application and click on compose. And similar to when you saw me sharing that document, if I just start typing in first period, they automatically show up. Right now they're showing up in the to line. If for some reason you don't want them to be able to see each other, you could just hit BCC and add it there, so first period. And so now they won't be able to see who all the message was sent to. So those are just a couple of quick ways that you can actually use Google Contacts to easily share documents and create email messages for individual groups of students. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.